Hey, what's up everyone? Wyattxhim here, and today I'm going to give you guys yet again another top 10 list. Now, last time when I made my South Korean black metal bands, it got a lot of praise, I want to say. I know a lot of people commented and told me that, they discovered a lot of great acts and that they really wanted me to do this country, which is Japan. So today I'm going to give you the top 10 Japanese black metal bands. And I'll be honest, I have a blast doing these lists when I'm talking about countries that no one really talks about in terms of black metal. I had a blast with South Korea. I myself even discovered 10 new bands. And by doing this list myself, I discovered yet again another 10 new bands that are all fantastic. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm saving up money to go to Hell's Head Bash, I would have immediately bought some albums today, because the top three are bands I'm definitely going to purchase some stuff definitely later on. But anyway, there's 7 others I want to talk about as well, so let's get this list underway. Number 10, and guys, remember, Wyattxhim, I suck at pronouncing stuff. If I feel like I didn't pronounce it right, I will spell it. So number 10 is Cataplexy, I believe that's how it's pronounced. This is just a regular black metal band that overall, if you're just in the mood for just some straightforward, nothing fancy, straight to the point black metal, I think Cataplexy is right for you. It's really got this really distorted and destructive production to it. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing overproduced. So if you're fans of like just really raw, aggressive, and nasty, disgusting black metal, Cataplexy is right for you. Number 9 is Fatal Desolation. Just like Cataplexy, but really, really brings out more darkness to it, which is what I really enjoy about it a lot. Fatal Desolation, again, is just more of everything compared to Cataplexy, which is why they rank a little above them. Really more distortion, more nasty blackened vocals that are just absolutely disturbing, and it's just great stuff if you're into that style of music, so give them a listen as well. Number 8 is a more well-known black metal band from Japan. All the women, I should say, I believe there's 2 women in this band and 2 men, and this is called Gal Hammer, all one word, Gall Hammer. This is black metal mixed with doom metal mixed with crust punk, and it really really changes the tempo a lot, and I think that's what I enjoy about it too. One second you're going to get some nasty, heavy black metal in there. Next, it's going to get really heavy and dense with some doom metal that really still has a blackened distortion to the doom metal. And then it gets a little crazy and really like hardcore in a way, with the crust elements popping up here and there. So they really change the tempo and the overall just feel from time to time, and it just flows together really well, which kind of surprises me. To an extent. I wouldn't say everything by them is perfect, but for the most part, they're a great band, and I think you should check them out. That's number 8. Number 7 is a blackened thrash metal band that is pretty kick-ass. It's called Gunship 666. This just really has explosive elements all over the place. It just feels like you're walking in a field of landmines. You just hear everything going off. Gunship 666 is just really straight to the point. Aggression, aggression, aggression. They really feed off that style of music. And once you hear their first song, Kamikaze Fuck You, I believe that's what it is, you're going to get addicted to them. Very heavy stuff, really good stuff, and this is coming from someone who's not a big fan of anything that has thrash elements in there, and they really know how to just make it kick ass. So if you really want just some really straight to the point, aggressive black metal with thrash metal elements, Gunship 666 is for you. That's number 7. Number 6 is probably the most well-known out of the whole list, and I believe they released an album this year that I have passed up, and that maybe I should give it a chance. But number 6 is the band called Psy. Psy is a avant-garde black metal band that has really made a big fan base for the Japanese black metal scene. I think mostly because he's been around for a few decades now, and I think that's one of the big reasons why. Add to the fact that a lot of their music is really great, especially when you go to the older albums. One of the tracks that I really did enjoy, that is like the first one that pops up, is Start of the Final War. You get like this really like mellow intro at first that seems like something's going to happen, like this build up, but it's really mellow, and then he just tears it apart with these really distorted and heavy guitar riffs, just nasty sounding vocals, and it just sounds like destruction's going off everywhere. So Psy is a really good Japanese black metal band. They should definitely give a listen. Number 5 is the only band I knew when I started this list, and it's a one-man project that's depressing suicidal black metal, which is called Endless Dismal Moan. This is just really dark and depressing stuff. There's nothing uplifting, there's nothing enlightened, there's nothing welcoming about his work. This is the only project I'm going to talk about that's not around anymore. Usually when I make lists, I like talking about stuff that's still around. But sadly, this guy isn't around anymore because he committed suicide. But overall, the stuff he did leave us with is really well mastered, I think, for the style of depressing suicidal black metal. It's not. It doesn't feel like it's just all about being depressed. Like most DSBM bands that really just make it seem like the world hates them. They're gonna hide in a corner in a room that's dark, and that's it. I like how he does add some headbangable moments, believe it or not, for a depressing suicidal black metal band. There are moments like that that you want to do that to some of his work. It's really, it still fits in though. That's what's cool about it too, and it still gives that eerie and depressive atmosphere. So overall, this is great stuff. It's a shame he committed suicide, but the stuff he did leave us with is really, really damn good. So that's number 5. Number 4 is a really unique band. It's called Quest for Blood, and it adds elements of black metal, elements of folk metal, and elements of progressive metal, all mixed together. Now, this is a band that has only released one album there, and it's self-titled, and you can only find a few of the tracks online. But what's really unique about these guys, too, is that it has all three going at the same time, and it doesn't sound like it's a mess. You're going to get a lot of elements of folk. Like, folk really stands out in this project, but it doesn't seem cheesy or overproduced, which is what I really love about it. It has a more mellow effect while it's mixed in with this like really distorted yet progressive-y black metal sound to it, which is just really top notch. The one thing that makes them stand out, though, is that they have 3 vocalists, but they don't have lyrics. Really what they add is hums and some type of like battle cries here and there too. So even though they have 3 vocalists, it's just really a mixture of hums and some just screams here and there with no vocals. But overall, this is a really unique band that once you hear the first track, you'll understand why I consider them really unique. So that's number 4. Number 3, this might surprise you that I actually really like this, because like I've said numerous times, I'm not a fan of symphonic metal, but this guy made it fucking epic. This is called Kadenzza. It's spelled Kadenzza. And this is a one-man project that I consider epic synth, that has lyrical themes of anime, one of the songs being called Ghost in a Shell, so you can kind of see why I say that. But this is just really epic synth that it feels like, it's not drowning it in all this like, unnecessary noise, which most symphonic black metal bands, just most symphonic bands in general do. And it just has this epic theme to it where it's really uplifting and really kick-ass at the same time, but yet still making it not cheesy and uncheesy or whatever. This group, Kadenzza, is really kick-ass and awesome, and sadly they're on hold because of the one-man project having a cancer problem, sadly, but hopefully he gets through it, because I am dying to hear more work by this dude, and it's just really damn epic. So that's number 3. Number 2 is a band that I really want one of their albums. It's called Dark Cell. all one word. This is ambient black metal that if you're a fan of Burzum with his fourth release, you will dig this immediate fucking lead. This is top-notch ambient black metal that is bone-chilling and really entertaining at the same time, but yet still dark and evil and nasty sounding. This guy really combines the two elements fucking perfectly, blends it perfectly together, and that's what I just really like about it. With most ambient metal bands, it seems like the ambient's forced in there, and it doesn't seem like it really fits in with the whole black metal vibe. But this guy perfectly, and I mean perfect, to like nearly perfectly puts them together. And I am really interested to see what else this guy can make. And I'm definitely going to buy one of his albums in the very, very near future. If you want to like listen to why I'm saying this, check out the track Hatred is Infinity, and you'll see why I'm saying this. Great fucking stuff. And number one is the only blackened grindcore band in Japan as of right now, and they've only released demos. Believe it or not, number one is a band that's only released demos and compilations, but holy fucking shit, this is intense. This is called Reek of the Unseen Gas Fumes. This is fucking gnarly. If you're a fan of Fuck Pig, Unknown Thrak, or Human Serpent, you will dig this from the first chord to the last. This is fucking intense. This is absolutely disgusting production. The overall drums are just pummeling, and I mean fucking pummeling, where it sounds like a machine gun more than a drum work. The guitar riffs are gnarly and frantic and chaotic and just all over the place, along with the vocals as well. This is just, there's nothing subtle or laid back about this band. It's just intensity, aggression, chaos, 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 and chaos. This is very fucking intense, and the demo production really goes in their favor, adding more nasty, more grimy, and more brittle and more brutal work and production in it, and it just mixes together perfectly. I would love to see these guys, or hear these guys, I should say, make an EP or a full length, because it sounds very fucking promising, and it's very chaotic, and it fits right up my alley, and it's number one for me easily for best Japanese black metal band. As of right now, I mean, I'm still exploring, but that's for you guys, another 10 bands to check out. Hopefully you discovered something new. If you did, comment below and let me know. Love hearing your opinions. Hopefully I did that for you, because I damn sure well did it for me. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, liking, supporting, subscribing. You guys are the fucking best as always, and keep it metal.